Hi everyone, and welcome to Makeup Rehab. Thank you guys for coming back. Today I'm going to be doing this super pretty spring inspired look using my friend's new lipstick and blush that I can't talk about yet, but I'm using it. And this video is in collaboration with Monroe. I will link her channel below. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love her to death. We're going to be using the Maybelline's The Nudes palette. She will be using the original, and I'll be using the blush palette. I believe that this is a super dupe for the Naked 3, as I've said before. It's just a bunch of rose gold shades. I believe there's only one matte shade, which is this mauve one in the middle. But my whole entire eyeshadow look is using this and this alone. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon, and I really hope that you enjoy this tutorial. Bye! Going right in with that matte mauve shade, I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush and just put that in my crease. There's not going to be any pigment to it, it's just going to help me blend out my eyeshadows later. Then going in with my MAC 217, I'm going to be taking the darkest shade in the palette. I'm going to be buffing that into my crease, and I'm just going to keep going back and forth between the shadow and my eye until I get to the darkness that I desire. Then taking that white shade and a flat brush from RCC Cosmetics, I'm going to be using that as my brow bone highlight. It just cleans up the look and brightens it up a little bit, and I really like that. Then taking my Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush with no extra product, I'm just going to be buffing out any harsh line. Going in with my No Name brush, I'm going to be taking this really pretty pink shade. I'm going to be packing that all over my lid until I get it to the desired intensity that I like. You can do it softer or heavier, but I just really wanted this to stick out. I was going to like bake a cut crease, as you will. In the palette, this shade looks really shimmery, but looking at it on footage, it looks matte, but when you get in the sun and in photos, you can see a little bit of shimmer to it. So just be aware of that. Then going back in with my 217 and a little bit of extra product, I'm just buffing out that line to make everything look seamless as usual. Going in with my NYC liquid liner. My wing was fucking flawless, but the actual line on my eye was super jaggedy because I'm not that good at liquid liner. But the way that my lashes are set up, you can't tell, so win for me. Shout out to Wifey, who was texting me during filming. Favorite lashes of life, don't be shocked. Let's get this face under control. I'm going in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I'm taking just a little bit, and I'm only going to apply that where I have texture issues, which is on my nose and my chin and around my mouth. And I'm taking my Loreal Infallible Pro Matte. I realized once I started putting it on that it was way too light for me, but I was too lazy to stop filming and find a better one, so I'm just gonna bronze the hell out of my face and use way too much contour to where you can't tell, but it's not like I wasn't gonna do that anyways, right? My eyebrows are IT Cosmetics Build-A-Brow in dark brown because I forgot to mention that earlier. Going in with this Becca concealer, I have the shade listed below, and a synthetic brush. I'm just gonna put the concealer everywhere that I would normally put it, under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, forehead, and chin. Now we're going to switch things up a bit. I'm going to be taking this Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian finishing powder. It's super fine milled. I'm going to buff out my concealer with a damp beauty blender and then immediately set it with this powder. This is my first time using it, but I did film this video a few days ago, and I absolutely love how it wore. It kept my creasing to an absolute minimum, and it just made everything look so airbrushed and flawless. I have not used it on my whole face yet, but when I do, I will let you guys know if I like the result of that as well. going in with an oldie but a goodie with my Fit Me foundation in 330 and my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to contour my face super heavily. I absolutely love this to contour. It is my favorite. The Shade of Light palette is amazing, but just nothing beats this, and it's like $5, so win-win situation right there.
Single spark that could hurt, that could burn all of me. Like a soldier on the battleground, lying wounded on the field. I was fighting.
Now going on with this blush called Coral Isle that I cannot talk about yet. I'm just going to put that on the apples of my cheeks and blend that out. It is pigmented as balls and I was not warned. And also, since I'm doing all new things today, I'm going to be using a hard candy highlight in the shade Tiki instead of my Sephora one. I know, it's crazy. But I'm going to be taking a blush brush and packing it on. Zooming you guys back in, I'm going to take that second darkest shade. The one right next to it is one that I used for my crease, since I wasn't able to have a frame for it, and just put that under the lash line. I know that you can't really see it popping up, but it just gives me internal satisfaction to put something on my lower lash line, so yeah. Now lining my lips per usual using Baby Berry by Jordana. I'm just going to go around the rim and then fill in the Cupid's bow like I normally would, and then I just ever so slightly fill in around the Cupid's bow just to make it more defined. And then taking the lipstick that my girl created called Cupcake. Like, holy shit, do you see that color? It is bright, it is matte, it is pigmented as balls. It stays all day through eating, drinking, everything. I absolutely love it. This is the reason for my existence, and haha, because you don't have it. Then Urban Decay Makeup Chill Setting Spray to keep that all in place. Bye!